What's going on, guys? We're going to cover a game plan for tomorrow. First off, hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. Tomorrow is going to be July the 28th, Monday. So we have a little bit of a gap up, okay? A little bit of a gap up this Sunday. We're up about 118, 120 points as we speak. Current price is 23,539. It is currently 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here's one thing that I want to focus on here. So if I kind of, zoom out a little bit and we look going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, okay? The most recent high that we had was going back here last Monday before Friday, where we put in the highs of 23,437. Now in this area, we've got our top linear regression channel sitting at 23,500. That's the major focus. Okay, that's the major focus. I'm expecting these linear regressions to kind of reset themselves as price action kind of holds this area. It's not often that you just spend a lot of time trading over or underneath the top or bottom standard deviations. So as of right now, our support that we're looking at for tomorrow is 23,500. Okay, anything below 23,500, you could play that short as a back test into some of last week's day's previous highs. You know, some of that being between 23,460 and 475. That could be playing that down to 23,430. That could be playing that down into 23,420, or even just playing it back down to 23,426. So on the 1 hour time frame, that's what we're looking at here. The 1 hour time frame, if price action starts trading below 23,500, where we lose that area and we close below, and then you get a following candles to start opening up and closing below that, you're going to have room down to those prices given. The rising support here on your 1 hour 20 SMA, your simple moving average, is 23,430s. This is going to continue to rise the longer price action stays above this linear regression channel. Our daily 5 is sitting down here at 23,398. So let's call it 23,400. That's where our daily support is sitting at. So daily support is finding a resting home here. The middle of this linear regression channel is also sitting at 23,386. So for me, this is our strongest support. Actually, between this 20 SMA, 23,430, and around 23,384. This here is our strongest support. So if we are trading below 23,500, I would feel comfortable shorting into this, but not anything trying to hold for some extravagant move below that, because I'm looking at 3 big major supports in this area. The last thing I want to do is be trying to start a short position here and then get caught in some type of trap. Okay, so depending on where you fall, what time of day it is, what session it is when this happens, if it does happen, like if you catch a short from up here, great, fantastic, let's trade it down into this support. But if let's say by the time tomorrow is opening up and we're trading down here, don't just say, well, he said if we're trading below that 23,500, go short. No, because you're in a very good spot to get trapped, right? That's what but that's what price action likes to do, is catch those early shorts and then make it seem like, oh no, the market's just going to roll over and die. And then boom, it just does one of these actions, has this V-shaped recovery. If we completely gap up and we hold this gap up all overnight going into tomorrow's session, 23,560, keep an eye on that. You can play this breakout. Right now we're just trading at all-time highs, so it's continuing to go higher and higher and higher. Anytime you're trading at all-time highs, you typically want to buy off the pullback. It's a lot harder to buy on the new breakouts, but there's an asterisk there. If you're a trader who's looking for very small trades, 5 points, 10 points, you might be able to squeeze yourself in on these breakouts. Because if we do break this 23,558, okay, 23,560, you might be able to just catch a quick 5-10 points right there. Boom. And if that's your day, right? So let's kind of simplify things. What are we looking for tomorrow? If we are trading below or in between, if we are trading tomorrow, come the New York Open, between 23,500 and 23,560, which I don't expect, but if we are, I'm looking for one of those levels to get broken. Once they get broken, I want to put a scalp in on either one of those sides. The situation for if we are trading higher than 23,560 tomorrow, I'm going to let the longs go and wait for the pullback. The pullback that I'll be waiting for and to use to set some targets would be 23,500 linear regression, or the rising 20 SMA on a 1 hour time frame, which right now is 436. If we open up below 500, where it's, let's say it's just barely skirting around 480, 490s, I will look to go short on the confirmation of that pre-market low into that support. If we gap down tremendously into 430s, into 420s, I'm going to let that short go, wait for support to do its thing, and then catch the bounce back up to 23,500. That's how we play this tomorrow. That's how we stay on the right side of things. And that's how we can have patience and wait for scenarios to play out that make sense, guys. Not just getting into trades. Oh, market's opening up green, we got to go long. Big gap up, we got to short it. No, we don't want to assume and we don't want to guess. But this is a best possible plan, and I've gone over this for about 30 minutes now, 45 minutes, just in my head, mulling it over, looking at the prior supports, looking at the resistance that we previously had, and looking at the all-time highs. I think this is a great game plan. I'll see all of you guys on the trade floor tomorrow.